You know, about 2 weeks ago, I felt like I was at the top of the world. I was getting an RDS World Championship match against Kazuchika Okada at the Royal Rumble. I thought I could do what very few men have done, and that's defeat Kazuchika Okada. That I would go on and walk into WrestleMania as the world champion. But I made a mistake. Just about a week before our fight, I came out to this very ring and said some words, letting Okada know that I respected him. But I will not let him walk over me and be just another number in his title reign. And after I was done, I awaited Okada to see if he had anything to say to me. But what did he do? He attacked me. He attacked me from behind like a coward. Now, I've been a professional wrestler for a long time, and you know, and you fans have watched me. You know that sometimes I can be a hothead, and I can do some pretty dumb things. Well, what happened in my match with Okada? That was one of them. I made the mistake of coming at him 100 miles per hour right from the start. Unfortunately, he was able to make a game plan to turn the momentum around. Then after the match, some masked person ran down to the ring and he and Okada attacked me. Now that man was CM Punk. Now Punk, I want to take this moment right now to tell you that I will not forget. I will not forget about what you did. And I'll come back to you another time. But right now my focus is on Okada. And more importantly, my focus is the RDS World Championship. Now that I know that Okada is not the respectable man I thought he was, I believe that if I could get one more shot at Okada, I can beat him. So I went to the general manager, and Daniel Bryan agreed with me. But this rematch isn't going to be just a standard rematch. So on February 25th, RDS Wrestling will present No Way Out, with the main event being myself against the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada for the RDS World Championship in a steel cage match. If I don't win this match, I won't be able to challenge for the RDS World title as long as Kazuchika Okada is the champion. Now I'm angry, but I'm also determined. And I'm placing all my bets that I will walk out of No Way Out as the new RDS World Champion. And you should too.
Off the ropes, jumping knee by Brock Lesnar!
No, Nakamura! Kinshasa!
Grabs both legs around, there's a Styles clash! Goes off the ropes, he's coming in for a rear attack. No, turns it over. Back elbow there by Rainmaker. Rainmaker now. Rainmaker lariat! And what it's all...
Hello, wrestling fans! Colin Sitwell here, welcoming you to RDS Wrestling Presents No Way Out. Now, folks, if you're just tuning in with us, if you need to be brought up to speed, big changes have been happening in RDS Wrestling. At the Regency Awards, X3 challenged Brock Lesnar to a match. Now, the next week, that match took place. However, after losing said match, X3 threatened to sue RDS Wrestling if we aired that episode. So GM Daniel Bryan canceled this week's episode, but even after caving into his demands, X3E with a bunch of E's continued to file the lawsuit, which will cost a lot of money for RDS. So therefore, RDS Wrestling had to cut down on production, meaning that RDS Wrestling TV will not be produced moving forward. Interestingly enough, the only reason this event is happening tonight is because Ryan Blade is using his own money to fund RDS Wrestling while this lawsuit fiasco is underway. But enough of the bad news, folks. Let's move on to the good news. We got a stacked card here for you tonight. The main event consisting of our champion, the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada, taking on the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy for the RDS World Title in a steel cage match. Now, many saw their first encounter back at the Royal Rumble, which was their favorite match of the Season 1, thanks to you fans voting. Not only is this a steel cage match, but Hardy is so determined that tonight, if he loses, he will no longer be able to challenge for the World Championship as long as Okada holds it. Also, folks, we got some tag team action for the vacant RDS Tag Team Championships. The Kings of Wrestling, Cesaro and Kassius Ohno, will take on the tandem team of Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles. Now, the unlikely team of Styles and Lesnar, they take on the experienced, and I do mean experienced, underline and bold letters, of Ohno and Cesaro. Now, Brock Lesnar is the 2018 Royal Rumble winner and already has a guaranteed championship match of his choosing at WrestleMania. Now, there is a possibility that he could walk into that event as tag team champion, but that remains to be seen. Also, folks, for the RDS Intercontinental Championship, CM Punk will defend against the Samoan submission specialist, Samoa Joe. Now, Punk won the title in a triple threat match with Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura at the Regency Awards, but after the match, Joe attacked Nakamura and then General Manager Daniel Bryan. So tonight, Joe gets a one-on-one against Punk, and we're going to see some real violence in that match. And then, folks, we have our opener as Aleister Black puts his RDS Television Championship on the line against the man that gravity forgot, the king of the cruiserweights, Neville. Now, Aleister Black has knocked out Kevin Owens and Kurt Angle, some real tough customers. But tonight, he defends his championship against Neville. Will this be the case for the king of the cruiserweights? Well, let's find out as we head on down to the ring for that matchup right now.
Episode 3. Neville made his RDS Wrestling debut in a match against a debuting Ryan Blade. The two battled to a draw. Later that night, both Neville and Blade were placed in the RDS Intercontinental Championship match. Ryan Blade won that match. Episode 9. Aleister Black returned from injury in a match against Kevin Owens to crown the first ever RDS Television Champion. Aleister Black knocked out Kevin Owens within 2 minutes. Episode 13. Kurt Angle made his RDS Wrestling debut as he challenged Aleister Black for the RDS Television Championship. Aleister Black won the match in less than 10 seconds. Tonight, Episode 30. Aleister Black defends the RDS Television Championship against Neville.
The following matchup is for the RDS Television Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Newcastle upon Tyne, England, he is the man that gravity forgot, Neville! And introducing his opponent, from Amsterdam, Holland, he is the current, reigning and defending RDS Television Champion, Aleister Black!
Mind you, folks, I said earlier, Black has knocked out Kevin Owens and Kurt Angle. The question remains if he will do it to Neville as well. As you see that cold stare down between the two as he's making his entrance, Alistair paying no mind to it, and just simply getting ready in the ring. goes off the ropes, goes in for that kick, no luck on there. Neville blocks him with a knee strike and a snap suplex into the corner. And now knocking down Black, going after the legs. Smart move on Neville's part. As he takes out those legs, Alistair will not be able to base, much less execute the Black Mass. Short arm clothesline there by the chair. Forearm smash there by Neville. Dragging him away from those ropes. It shows you the experience. Oh, a high knee right to the face. The Snapman takeover. Tries to go in for a chop down lariat. Another snap suplex into the corner this time. Standing moonsault by Neville. 1 count only, though. As Black launches him into the corner, Neville gets out of it right away, but a snapmare following up there by Alistair. Off the ropes. Kitchen sink landed. Elbow strike. And now working over the legs again. Off the ropes. And it has not messed with any of the steps. Aleister Black takes in his matchup, but Neville just keeps knocking him down. Oh, nice dodge there by Black. It's Neville with the snap suplex this time. Off the ropes. Hurricane run into the outside! And the referee administers the count, but it's only gotten to a 1. Heads up to the top. Tornado DDT. Such beautiful execution there by Neville. Running kick to the face. And now the strike off coming. Kicks to European uppercuts. 2 will land. Oh, it looks like Neville has had Black administers a sleeper hold of some sorts. Off the ropes. Kick to the face. The high lift. Runs off. Drop kick. Both feet touching the front of the face. Deadlift German suplex. That core straight to Neville. The man can fly, but he can lift as well. Northern Lights suplex. Beautiful bridge. 2 count only. You almost had a new champion. Short arm shoulder tackle. And now Alistair with a slow throat cut. Discus. Forearm smash and the standing moonsault. 2. There's that cutter. Usually falls up with the dragon suplex. Or is it a dragon sleeper? And Neville throws him to the outside again. Signaling to the crowd, is this the best he's got for me? And now just administering the punishment non-stop. And now Alistair inviting Neville with an Asai moonsault following up the invitation. And these two are brawling on the outside. I'd hate to see this match go to a double count out. He gets back in just in the nick of time, but throws him right back out again. Alistair again going for the Asai moonsault. German suplexes to the apron. Those lifting knee strikes. And again, letting fans know that he will be the one standing tall, but Neville with a flipping German and a deadlift German. Short arm lariat there by Alistair. Snap suplex that's just enough to daze him as he heads up. There's the red arrow. 1, 2, no! Escaping the 3 count. Big boot lift. The leg trip there by Neville. Off the ropes. Soul butt kick just stopping him dead in his tracks, but Alistair picks out the feet from underneath. Lifting knee to the face. Enziguri with a step up. Alistair's on Dream Street. Neville not letting it stop for a single second to simmer. Dunks that Enziguri. And now Alistair unleashing the flurry of kicks. Picks him up into an octopus stretch. Referee asking if Neville wants to give, but no luck on that one. And another German suplex. This time to the outside. Neville drop kick. Shotgun both barrels. And a Kawada kick to the face. But Neville lands it with a back heel kick. And these two are putting their all. Full pedal to the metal. Let's take a look. Let's take a time to check out the replays on that one. There's that octopus stretching it right here. Neville throwing him to the outside. You saw Alistair's face hitting the apron, and then boom, both feet just launching. Back into the ring, Alistair on spaghetti legs, but Neville's running on fumes. Step up kick. Alistair charging in. Oh, knee charge right to the face with a standing moonsault, only for a 2 count.
From clothesline moonsault. These two are definitely trying to get the sneak victory as soon as they can. There's that cutter again. And now hitting him into with a submission. Neville trying to get to the ropes, but he breaks free first. DDT spiking the head. And now Neville drop kicks to the face. And he's looking at the court. Says it's time. There's the rings of Saturn locked in. Alistair breaks free. Those fast, rapid knee strikes to the nose of Neville. I'm surprised he's not busted open already. And a jumping knee. Forearm smash. Neville charging him into the corner. Heads up. Tornado DDT again. Full blast on that one, running elbow smash, and Neville just enjoying his handiwork. Oh, a shooting star, almost a... I don't even know what the hell it was. He just flipped 2.9 though. Spinning back kick. 1, 2, no, a 2.9. Neville kicks out. Another German suplex to the outside. 2, 3. DDT spiking him. The champion is in trouble. This is the most offense I've seen an opponent of Aleister Black's get in. But he's letting the fans know it's no problem. It's gravy, baby. Double stomp to the gut. Drop down. Both men colliding. There was a misstep. Then again, these two have been hitting each other so hard, I think it would be weird if it wasn't. And the strike off again. Who's going to stand their ground? Neville. No! Hit him with a kick. Back up with a super kick. Moonsault. 1, 2. No! And that snap kick right there by Alistair as he heads up to the top. Moonsault press. Indian kick to the back. And now double drop to the face. Scoops him. Neville has thrown this man to the outside so many times. Step up kick again. This is a damn brawl. Step up super kick. Snap suplex onto the floor. These two are almost at the 20. No. Back inside. And there's that combination of strikes by Aleister Black we've come to know and love. But that soul-crushing soul butt by Neville. There it is, the red arrow, but he didn't get all of it. Lifting knee. And these guys are on pure adrenaline at this point. There's those strikes again. Alistair signaling deadlift German. But Neville's back to his feet. Off the ropes. Pop up. Drop. Brain buster. Driving him like a railroad spike. Off the ropes. Hurricane Rana. Let's take a look at some of the replays. 1, 2. That spinning kick. But it was not enough. Damn near close was, though. 1, 2. And the strike-offs continue! There's another one! And again, these two! Refusing to stay down, they want to walk out of this arena! The champion! Thought Neville was going to go for the rings of Saturn again, but Alistair firing back with the flurry. Oh, trying to go with that Northern Lights, but he blocks into a DDT. Step up Enziguri. 2. And I honestly think that Neville has got the number of Aleister Black, even though Alistair is putting up a hell of a defense. Mind you, folks, and an Osai moonsault this time by Neville, who was hit earlier on in this matchup. Oh, a flipping German into the corner. Alistair just chops him down with a lariat to the back of the head. And a German suplex stopping him like a door. Back elbow. No! Kawada kick by Alistair. And this time just unloading on him again. But Neville, deadlift German. Neville's running on fumes now. Even more Hurricane Rana. as he's getting the dizziness, but not with that red air. 1, 2, no! Aleister Black now hitting him to the top, double stomp! Trying to plant him 6 feet deep as Neville heads up, red arrow again, no! He's in the ropes! And they both collide again! Step up into Curry! But now Neville, no, Black reverses, belly to back suplex! Back elbow now, Neville gets behind him, whips him into the corner, props him up on top! But Alistair fights back! Nails him with an elbow strike, Neville not falling for it, he got his distance! Step suplex there by Alistair. Double stomp, but it just seemed to pop up. Neville goes for the run up with the powerbomb. 2, 3, he catches the victory.
Here is your winner, and still the RDS Television Champion, Aleister Black.
And what a hell of a matchup that was, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the highlights here. As you saw, Neville started these off with a Hurricane Rana to the outside. Alistair nailing him not with 1, but 2 Asai moonsaults. They run into the matchup. There's a German suplex as Alistair's face hitting the apron. And Neville falls up with a double barrel shotgun drop kick to the face. These two definitely pulled everything out of their arsenal here tonight to put each other away. On the matchup, Neville returned the favor with an Asai moonsault to Alistair. And right here, he tried to go for a Frankensteiner. Alistair caught him with a powerbomb whip pin for the 3 count and the successful title defense. Wow, what a hell of a way to open up this matchup, folks. Now the question is, Aleister Black is unstoppable. But is he this unstoppable so close to WrestleMania? We just saw possibly the longest matchup he's ever had here at RDS Wrestling. And Neville, he's definitely one to keep an eye on. And I think it's safe to say that this is not the last we've seen of that man's quest to take home gold back to his throne. Move on to our next matchup here, where we will see CM Punk take on Samoa Joe.
Episode 24. Samoa Joe defeated Randy Orton in a match where the winner enters a match for the vacant RDS Intercontinental Championship. Episode 27. A masked man ran out after a match between Kazuchika Okada and Jeff Hardy, with both the Masked Man and Okada attacking Hardy. The Masked Man was revealed to be CM Punk, who entered the Royal Rumble match at number 1. After being eliminated, Punk attacked Shinsuke Nakamura backstage and stole his spot in the Royal Rumble match. Episode 28. CM Punk, Samoa Joe, and an injured Shinsuke Nakamura battle for the vacant RDS Intercontinental Championship. CM Punk hit 2 go-to-sleeps on Nakamura, with the second knocking Nakamura out, with the result being CM Punk becoming the new RDS Intercontinental Champion. Tonight, episode 30, Samoa Joe gets a 1-on-1 match with CM Punk for the RDS Intercontinental Championship.
The following matchup is for the RDS Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first the challenger. From Huntington Beach, California, he is the Samoan submission specialist, Samoa Joe!
And Joe usually always focused, but when gold is on the line, that man has the eye of a surgeon.
And introducing his opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, he is the current, reigning and defending RDS Intercontinental Champion, CM Punk!
Given any other situation, I would say it's great to see CM Punk back. But after the tactics that he's been using, especially, how he got back into this world, just makes me want to see Joe destroy him. And again, with those dangerous chops, Punk fires back with 2 rapid-fire kicks. Now off the ropes he goes. Big boot to the gut on that one. Fireman's carry takeover there. Nice switching by CM Punk. There's a knife edge chop and another one. CM Punk's going to have to get a couple more tattoos to cover up those scars. And again, just overpowering the MMA training of CM Punk. Conditioning him to take on bigger men
like Samoa Joe, who he has faced on numerous occasions back in the independent circuit, and again just taking him down. Stomping away. Joe delivering those chops and now coming in for the fist as they fire back at each other. And Joe is the one left standing. Great job trying to go for the Enziguri, but no luck on that one. CM Punk now with the Fujiwara armbar. Picks him up. Suplex, almost nailing him to the outside. Hooks the leg, but he's in the ropes. No count made. DDT spike against Samoa Joe. Manhattan drop. CM Punk shaking his head in pain. There's a kick to the midsection. Now Joe just stomping away at the spine of CM Punk. Back elbow off the ropes. Could be. Oh, thought he was going to go for that big senton splash. Headbutt to the back of the head, though. That's definitely a wake up in the morning. As he picks him up. Suplex. Textbook execution. And now working in with the Boston Crab. A young Lions maneuver right there. As Punk firing him. Combination of strikes using that boxing. Back right now. The Anaconda Vice already slapped on the Samoa Joe. Will this be enough? No, it's not. Knife edge chop again. Joe just laying in. There, now he's putting the knuckles to him as Punk unleashes a combination of strikes and heads back onto the Boston Crab, trying to weaken the legs and spine. But now into the Coquina Clutch. But no, Punk escapes from it. Belly to belly. Not able to get him over the head, but he's able to get him to the side. And into a crippler crossface there by Samoa Joe, but he's in the ropes. Does not want to lose this opportunity. That Joe able to get him over his head. And now Punk unleashing those strikes again as he's heading back. No, he picks him up this time. Chanting for him. Back suplex. But Joe drops him down into lower Manhattan. There's a back elbow though this time, but catches him into the crippler crossface again. Punk able to reach those ropes. And Joe just slamming him down. Mind you, folks, he might not have him to hold that long. Oh my God, what a freaking hurricane of strikes. There's that senton. And another one. Punk springing back up, though. Already hits the go to sleep. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 2.9. Joe escaping the loss there as he throws CM Punk to the outside. Now it's going to get brutal. There's no rope breaks on the outside. Only the 20 count. And these two are definitely having no love lost in between them. Joe now able to hold the crossface in a little bit longer than he would in the ring. This Punk now nailing him in. He's at 15. Joe's on Dream Street. Oh, hits back in on 16. And again, dropping off, cuts the throat. Whips him off. Big Bubba Slam. Shoot headbutt right to the face. And now locking the arms right underneath the chin of CM Punk, who's able to break free, and now the strike-off continues between these two. Punk firing up with a huge kick to the side of the head. 2.9. Joe escaping the 3 once again. I can't even remember if he went for a pin on Punk. Again, Joe escaping at the last millisecond. Belly to belly overhead. As they're catching their breath, let's take a look at some of the past moves here, folks. That big senton. Even with a twice that right here, it hits the go to sleep. Explains why Joe is a little bit slower than he normally is. Only hit the 2.9 mark. Back into the ring, Joe slams down Punk with authority with another senton, but Punk just springs back into action to catch him with the Fujiwara armbar. But no luck on the submission. Hits off the ropes. Big slam once again. Punk's driving those razor-like elbows to the top of the head of Samoa Joe and hits him in with a side effect. Hooks the leg for a 1 count. Overhead chop there by Joe. Off the ropes he goes. Oh, ducks the line. He was going to go in full tackle. And now Punk drives in with an overhead punch. Suplex. Off the ropes. Big Bubba Slam. He's just paying homages to Ray Taylor. And now the strike up again. This is a pissing contest if I've ever seen one, folks. Especially between these two. And now hooking in the crossface. Punk crawled to the ropes but was able to slide out from the hold. Knife edge chop. Leashes those kicks to the midsection, knocking the air from the lungs of Samoa Joe. Fujiwara armbar applied. Joe able to break out. Punk is definitely tired. Joe is evidently tired. Drags him in for the 1 count.
Swinging neck breaker there by Punk. Comes in with those strikes. Down goes Punk. Joe heading up to the top. Elbow drop. That's a lot of weight coming down, folks, especially from a high altitude. And Joe catches the leg. Turns it into a knee bar in a ways. And now the STF. As Joe lays all of his weight down while hooking the leg and the neck area. Punk just letting him know that he's got the strike game up on this one. The Anaconda Vice locked in, but no luck. Hits him in second, going to sleep with a knife, folks. 1, 2, 2.9. Joe is just getting his spirit back in the last second. Death Valley driver. And Punk back to his feet, but it just seemed like a reflex in the unconsciousness, but he knocks down Joe with a punch. 2.9. It's anyone's match at this point, folks. Anybody can land the victory the way these two are kicking out the last second. Coquina clutch locked in. Punk is not able to see the ropes, but is able to escape. Belly to belly overhead, knocking Punk on the top of his head. Another senton splash. Over the top he goes. And now Joe did him with a dive to the outside. You ever see the end of Free Willy? You know what? We'll talk later. Suplex now by CM Punk, hitting the Anaconda Vice on the outside, trying to injure Joe. Well, he still has a couple of seconds left on that 20 count, belly to the floor. And Joe able to throw him back into the ring before the 20. Just a few seconds shy. And now Joe locks in the Coquina clutch once again. Punk just scooting with all of his might into those ropes. But now Joe hitting him into the corner with a gut check, rapid fire. Strikes, elbow drop to the back. Off the ropes he goes. STO. Enziguri missed. Punk now gets caught in. Powerbomb. Boston Crab high angle submission by Samoa Joe. Punk escapes again. And kicks him down just to catch a few gasps of fresh air. As these two are still going strike for strike, Punk fires up with a kick. Joe fires back with an enziguri. And cuts him down with that lariat, that downward angle lariat. GTS! Hooks the leg, 1, 2, 3. CM Punk wins!
Here is your winner and still the RDS Intercontinental Champion, CM Punk!
And let's take a look back on that successful title defense by CM Punk. It was shorter than the last match, but it was hell hard hitting, folks. As he hit Joe with, I think, 3 go-to-sleeps it took to put this man away. Well, 3 or 4. Tell you the truth, in all the excitement, I lost count myself. The Ryder gets thrown to the outside. Joe launching himself through. And then right here, Punk catches him. Bam! Third go to sleep. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still IDS Intercontinental Champion, CM Punk. Our next event will take place on March 10th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and will be Unforgiven. It's definitely going to be some unforgiving bouts that night, folks. But tonight, we focus on bigger fish to fry, more pressing matters, if you will. Well, the Kings of Wrestling are set to take on Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles for the vacant RDS Tag Team Championships. Now, what some may call a dream team in Lesnar and Styles, they will join forces with an opportunity to become tandem champions for this tandem tag team. Now, let's head on down to the next matchup, folks.
The following matchup is for the vacant RDS World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, the team of Cesaro and Kassius Ohno. They are the Kings of Wrestling.
And for those of you who are unfamiliar with their past, these two are no strangers to tagging with each other and dominating the ring.
And introducing their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Paul Heyman. Making their way down to the ring, the phenomenal AJ Styles and the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
each individual on this side of the ring has their own individual merits. Two familiar with each other, one done everything on his own. Let's go ahead, folks, and lock horns here. Styles starting things off with Cesaro, formerly known as Claudio Castagnoli on the independent circuit. As I stated earlier, folks, Cesaro and Kassius Ohno already going in for the neutralizer. And heading off to the ropes, double stomp there. Off the ropes goes Styles, misses that drop kick. Elbow smash, they're just going in full tilt boogie. Reversal, Cesaro catches him again with a second neutralizer. But as I stated here, folks, the Kings of Wrestling, multiple tag team champions in so many different promotions all over the world. Whoa, Brock Lesnar holding his own merits as a amateur wrestling champion, an MMA champion, and a world champion in Japan and America. Nice drop kick with a beautiful flip there by Cesaro. Cesaro with a more impressive individual caught in with an F5. And this could be all 1, 2, 3. That's it. It's over. It's over for Cesaro. But now Ohno just getting destroyed. Tombstone pile driver right there by Kassius. And now cutting him in with a surfboard stretch, but hooks it in with a dragon sleeper. And Lesnar just not letting up, attacking Kassius Ohno. And now just rolling the ankle, trying to snap it out of place, but Ohno gets out of that. Dragon screw onto the knee. And now working over, there's the clinch. As Styles and Heyman just watch in awe as Lesnar was able to dispose of Cesaro in such short amount of time. Big boot there by Kassius Ohno. Hooking lariat. But Lesnar just shoots back to his feet. Arm smash. Ohno losing his depth perception. Missed that elbow shot, and there's an F5! But he's back to his feet! Lesnar already out of breath, but not out of strength! As he deadlift gut wrench, oh, missing that discus elbow, but catches him with eat the feet. Elbow shot, and Kassius just crumbles to the ground like a demolished building again with a deadlift, but he rolls back to his feet. He knows that he can't afford to even take a break. To take a breath against Brock Lesnar. Tornado DDT, that's pretty damn impressive for a man the size of Kassius Ohno. Who's always been impressive. Hasn't just held his own with tag team titles, he's even been singles champions. Again in multiple promotions. There's a hit to the corner. And Lesnar now firing away with those heavy-handed shots as we see Cesaro cheering on Ohno. In, eat defeat once again, but he needs to start hitting him with the harder strikes and not take so much breath against Brock Lesnar. So knocking him down, hits the ground and pound, just knuckle dust in the back of the skull of Kassius Ohno. Ohno hits him with a big boot, heads up to the top. Double stop, that's a lot of weight coming down as he heads up again. No, changes his mind, he saw Lesnar was starting to move. And Lesnar moved his fist into the jaw of Kassius Ohno. Picks him up, F5 into the corner! Hardest point of the ring, folks, and now ripping the chainsaw, but he's in the ropes. Drops him out of the knee, slamming him down into the ropes. Almost an old British tactic, and now trying to pop the ankle out of place. Cuts him down with that punch. And now dusted him off again, and that's it! He saw no movement or defense by Kassius.
And the new RDS World Tag Team Champions, AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar.
As I stated, he was seeing no defense from Kassius Ohno, just a lit body being beaten like a stack of meat. And right here, the F5 early on in the matchup, he caught Cesaro off guard and eliminated him first. Right there, that ground and pound. Brock Lesnar single-handedly defeated the Kings of Wrestling. Multiple tag team champions. Wait a minute, he's attacking AJ Styles' tag team partner. Lesnar's bloodlust has yet to be quenched. as he's just throwing about the phenomenal and slamming him down, and now revving the chainsaw into the face.
Give up.
The referee trying to maintain some order. Heyman's on the outside, just laughing at the handiwork of the Beast, the Conqueror, Brock Lesnar, who's just not letting up on Styles. I'm surprised Styles is still able to defend himself. Oh, spoke too soon, just knocked down with a punch and a clothesline to the back of the head. But he's still just trying to take down Lesnar just so he could regain his consciousness as to where he is. But Lesnar not making it any easier, ringing his bell like the 12 o'clock hour at church. And throws Styles to the outside, his head hitting the rampway. But these are our current tag team champions. What the hell does this mean for this? Lesnar is a dangerous and unpredictable monster. I weep for the future. Not just of who his opponent is, but his tag team partner as well. AJ Styles. Wait, are they still a team? Is Lesnar going to hold both belts on his own? Like, what is going to happen? But I digress. I must regain composure, folks. We still have one more matchup left on the card tonight. Our main event. A steel cage match for the RDS World Championship. Now, this has been a personal rivalry for both competitors, Kazuchika Okada and Jeff Hardy, ever since Okada attacked Hardy 6 days before their Royal Rumble matchup. And if the steel cage doesn't make this rematch important, Hardy added the stipulation that if he loses this match, that he can no longer challenge for the RDS World Championship as long as Okada holds the belt. Now let's find out, folks, if that's going to be the situation for Hardy as we move on to your main event of the evening. The Rainmaker, our champion, Kazuchika Okada, versus the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. The following is your main event and is a steel cage match for the RDS World Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Cameron, North Carolina. He is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Introducing his opponent from Tokyo, Japan. He is the current reigning and defending RDS World Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. That Rainmaker poses internationally known, much like Jeff Hardy, and his eccentric approach. These two are going in hard and fast. Whips off into the corner, bumps in, swing a neck breaker there by the champion Kazuchika Okada, and now pushing the knee into the back while rearing on the chin. Jaw jack there by Jeff Hardy. Slams in, slams him down with a shrine. Elbow followed by the knee drop. Hardy working in this match like it's his last, because technically it could be. But Okada has been an unstoppable Superman the entire time he's had this title. Of course, if you put gold in this man's possession, you will not see a human being. You will see something else. You will see something unworldly. Something inhuman. Almost like a dragon protecting his gold. And these two striking off here. Okada firing back as Jeff Hardy does too. And Hardy falls. Jeff Hardy, known as a risk taker, he gets caught in with that arm. Cross arm breaker by Kazuchika Okada. Jeff Hardy will do anything to win the match, while as Okada will go through everything to win this match. And now Hardy working over the arm of Okada, trying to weaken the Rainmaker Lariat. The finishing maneuver that has put away so many individuals who have challenged Okada in the past. 2 count only. There's no way out here, folks. Mahistral Cradle 1! 1 count only. Swinging neck breaker there by the Rainmaker. Elbow drop right to the face.
Give up. Give up.
This match is 100% unpredictable, not just to find out who's going to win, but as to who will do what to win. And now a cloverleaf by Jeff Hardy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, at least not to my memory. Spike and DDT by Kazuchika Okada. And now picking him up, drops him on the knee. And we are just 3 minutes into this matchup, folks, as Hardy now going towards the low blow. And that just seemed to make Okada even more mad. Okada representing New Japan Pro Wrestling. We know where his allegiance lies. Nice duck under with a back suplex there by Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, I don't want to say he's representing RDS Wrestling, but he's more representing himself. He put his championship opportunities on the line. Oh, drops him on the knee. And the Rainmaker pose coming in, but Hardy cuts that plan short as he heads to the top. Elbow drop. Doesn't want to go for too many of those. It cost him his previous matchup against Okada, who hits him with an even more beautiful elbow drop and just slams Okada's face right into the side of that steel cage. Good maneuver there by Hardy, using the environment to his advantage. And now that cloverleaf applied once again. But Hardy's so confident in his attempts here. He says that he will not challenge for the title as long as Okada holds it. If he loses this matchup with that powerbomb, 1, 2, no! He kicked out at 2.9! And Okada drops him on the knee once again! He's got a piece of that table, smacking him in the back of the skull, and jabs him into the rear ribs. But Hardy picks him up, powerbomb on the table, 1, 2, no! Snap suplex. And Hardy goes for the pinning bridge, 2, 3, no! He didn't get him! And now Okada placing Hardy on the top. But Hardy reverses. Tornado DDT from the top. Okada just wobbling at this point, but he gets the double elbows. And another elbow drop, but this time under the center of the back of Jeff Hardy. Swings in. Shrine! And no, Hardy is in Seeing Stars. Rainmaker! 1, 2, 3, no! Hardy doesn't kick out!
Your winner, and still the RDS World Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada!
And fans, I am left in disbelief as we take a look at the final moments of this matchup. Jeff Hardy, not successful right here. This was one of the best comebacks I'd ever seen. Okada going for the superplex, but Hardy based himself on the top rope for the tornado DDT. And right here gets caught up in the grapple and hit with the Shrine. That was the dazing. And now the final nail in the coffin of his championship, challenging as the Rainmaker hits the lariat for the 3 count. And I cannot even begin to imagine how this must feel for Jeff Hardy. But the question is, folks, who the hell can defeat Kazuchika Okada? This man is unstoppable if you give him a championship. But that's a question that'll be have to answer another day, folks. What a hell of a card we had for you tonight, and what a hell of an execution. And we want to thank you guys so very much for joining us here at No Way Out, and to cordially invite you to please join us for our next event, Unforgiven. And we got a lot of stuff we got to handle, the legal suit, everything, and hopefully we got enough seats filled with butts to pay not just the talent but also for the next show. But we're pretty confident that we do, folks, because it's the support of you lovely people is what keeps RDS Wrestling going. And I want to thank you so much for joining us here. I am Colin Sitwell, saying thank you so much. See you on the battlefield. Hell, we'll see you at Unforgiven. Good night.
Yes! Wraps both legs around. There's a Styles clash. Goes off the ropes. He's coming in for a rear attack. No, turns it over. Back elbow there by Rainmaker. Rainmaker now. Rainmaker lariat. And what it's all.
Hello, folks. Colin Sitwell here. Thank you so much for sitting through the credits on that one. But I just want to go ahead and preview to you guys our next event, Unforgiven. Now, in Unforgiven, Daniel Bryan returns, folks. After being attacked by Samoa Joe at the Regency Awards, General Manager Daniel Bryan makes his return. What will he have to say? Also, Aleister Black versus Adam Cole, baby, for the RDS Television Championship. Now, after defeating Neville in a great match at No Way Out, Aleister Black faces the challenge of former RDS Intercontinental Champion Adam Cole. Plus, Paul Heyman explains the actions of Brock Lesnar, and I got a feeling it's going to be long, drawn out, make you want to clear your throat a lot. After winning the RDS Tag Team Championships with AJ Styles at No Way Out, Brock Lesnar attacked his tag team partner, leaving the RDS wrestling fans very confused. Now, at Unforgiven, Paul Heyman will reveal the reasons for that attack. Also, Finn Balor will take on James Fatal. Now, with Ryan Blade being fired, James Fatal is now on his own, and he gets a great opportunity as he faces the international star, Finn Balor. Plus, more matches to be announced, folks. Appearances by Roman Reigns, Cedric Alexander, AJ Styles, Cesaro, and more. And you watch it live on twitch.rdswrestling.com on March 10th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then, folks, this is Colin Sitwell saying thank you so much for joining us, and see you on the battlefield.